Easiest way to kill every single mob. I'm gonna go through and teach y'all the easiest ways to zooming through the game to a point where you can kill every single mob. Okay, let's start it off with you going over here and buying an undead sword. Undead swords are only 100 coin from this merchant, and the majority of them without any enchants can one-shot mobs over here. My armor allows me to just destroy them, dealing 1001 damage, but you'll probably only deal 1000 damage. You also want to go on over to the merchant right here, and you can place this sword right here and just reforge it. So whatever reforge you get at first will be your main reforge, because you're gonna mine coal, 10 coal, and reforge it for that amount. Then it's gonna start costing coin. So what you need to do is you need to run over here and farm wheat. Better. You just want to hit all of this wheat away. This will hopefully get you to farming 5 just by hitting wheat. But that's not all that it does. It also gets you, well, wheat. And with this wheat, you can go over here and sell it to these merchants, which you have to unlock by talking to them. Should get a couple hundred coin, which means now you can go over here and reforge your undead sword more. You want to get it to something called sharp. It gives crit chance, and crit chance is very useful to anyone. But it also gives good... Bye, babe! It also gives good crit damage, which means now you should deal extra damage to zombies. I deal 400 damage, no crit, 853 no crit, which is pretty decent with an undead sword. You should get to combat 1 pretty quick. And now you're going to want to mine your way up to combat. You're going to want to kill mobs in the spider area until you get up to combat 7. To access all of this, you want to get to combat 12, but for now you just need combat 7. Now, half easy to one shot, and you'll get combat 7 pretty easy. Now you want to go and get mining 7, and the fastest way to do that is minions are officially the fastest way to get mining 5. essentially over time you get a ton of mining experience. Now you're probably like, okay, but this isn't working well for me. How do I get even more mining experience? Well, there are now stuff called reforged stones. And I'll use 2 reforged stones and see the difference. One reforged stone you can get really easily, and the other one you have to have mining level 5 to get. So this one is probably going to be your first and almost only lapis crystal. Both add cool reforged stones that will add. If you're wondering how do I reforge over there doesn't add them, good question. If you go down here, past this little entrance into the graveyard right here, then there's something called the catabombs right here. And it has this person named Malik. Malik has advanced reforging. Advanced reforging means that you can add reforged stones to all your things. Boink. It costs 500 coins to add that, 250 to add that. We're going to do fruitful for now. Fruit bonus increases the chance of double drops by plus 3%. That's pretty decent. And essentially you should get mining level 5 pretty quickly. Now, you want to unlock Rotten Flesh Collection 3, which you can get easily by going in here with your undead sword and hopping to this lapis quarry. If you don't know how to get to the lapis quarry or something near there, then I can show you a neat little glitch that unlocks you every single area. So you spawn right here, and if you go right over here and you jump through here, it unlocks you every single thing before you die. Now you can go in here and murder a ton of these freaks. Until you get the Zombie Collection 3. With this new Zombie Collection, I want you to go to the hub and buy 3 stacks of some nice old sugarcane. 3 stacks from this farm merchant. Now, you might have some rotten flesh saved up, but I want you to sell all of that and just buy a stack from over here. It will take a lot less time than grinding for it. Now, make paper. Now make 2 smite books, which equals smite 5. Now this is one of the only places that it can rain, which is a fun thing. Very, very fun. Which means you can hop on over and fish all day over here, and you can unlock some great things. But we're not doing that. We're going back over here, so we can farm these pieces of crap. With your spider sword, you should deal a tiny bit of damage, enough to one-shot these things. Sometimes you gotta find a good angle because sometimes it just lags. These only have 160 health, which isn't much, so you should one-shot them pretty easily. You need to unlock Spider Eye level 5, which is pretty hard to get just by grinding it, but I know that you can. Once you do that, you should have a tiny bit of spider eyes. And you can hop on home. Now I'm gonna go to edge of the map and then link. Now to craft Bane of Arthropods in Spider Eye level 5, you need 8 spider eyes. Doesn't take much. Now you have Bane of Arthropods 5. Now, you want to add those books together and then add that to your spider sword. This is going to be your first few enchanting, but later on you'll do a lot of it. As you can see, I enchanted this all by myself, and it took me a while. Plus this, this, it is hard to get levels and stuff like that, but it pays off. Now you should deal a lot more damage to spiders. And I bet soon enough, with better armor changes, you'll be able to one-shot them. Now here's where it gets tough. You don't know how to get a sword that will one-shot something hard to one-shot. Yep. There's something really hard to one-shot in this point. Even for me. It was really hard. I had to learn. And it took me a while to get it. But over time I understood. Now, over here, once you reach the mining level 7 that I told you you need, you'll find a jumpy thingy right here. This jumpy thingy will take you over here. this place, you might not be able to. Which is fine. You'll get to later. Right now, I can. And over time, you'll get something called miner's armor. I'll get that armor for y'all real quick. But you will get the armor set sooner or later from these things. Now, if you never do, you can always jump over here and buy it from AH. So if we are looking at minor armor on the AH, lowest price is the boots. Now we're gonna buy the stuff that's unenchanted. So these unenchanted boots. Now it will cost you actually just a bit, but you will gain it back. There's no doubt in my mind that you won't gain it back. It's only minor set and it's pretty cheap, so you'll have it back by the next day. Because I'm also going to teach you how to make some money in my next video. Ooh, 10,000 for a helmet. Now, minor armor is pretty much terrible, but it is the best for defense in early game. So what a lot of people will do is they'll just run along over here, grab their minor armor that they just worked really hard with, and do this. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. None of these enchantments are going to be what you want. You got to build something. It might cost you a tiny bit of money because bookshelves are a bit expensive, because books are a bit expensive. And it might take some time for you to be able to mine stuff, mine diamonds. But you want to build this. This will give you stuff like level 64 enchants at max, which is really nice and quite useful. So if we place it in here, right now it gives us level 44 enchants, including growth and protection. Now you don't need to worry as much about growth as you need to worry about protection. Now this will cost you quite a bit of levels. And you just sort of have, that's just gonna be fate. Now, this sword will last you a while, and so will this, the spider sword. Both of these swords are really good and will last you. Look at this. Boink. 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 That's right, you're now dealing some damage. You're going to start dealing a ton more damage, and you're just not going to know what to do with this. It's a lot more than what you used to be dealing. but it'll be great. Now, you've grinded a little bit, and you are now at diamond level 7 with the hardened diamond recipe unlocked, giving you a ton of extra defense. This set is great. I would be using it if I didn't have Ender set. Now you can finally go to endgame. This area is for, this is the end. This is my own portal from my island straight to it. These are the men in the end. That sounds really weird, but it's true. I do almost 9,000 damage to these freaks. Wait, never mind. We deal 9,000 damage, let's go! Let's do this, boys. Do you know what's about to happen? Oh wait, that wasn't it. Oh yes. Oh baby. Oh yeah. You're gonna want to one-shot these. Now these things are pretty hard to learn how to one-shot, but after a while you're gonna start making, and so some people would grab 130k and they'd say, I want to go cheap and I want to buy an AOTE for 110,000 coins and keep 20,000. Then I can go and do whatever with the extra coins. That's not what we're doing. That's the poor man's way. Are you the poor man? I ask you once again, are you the poor man? No, you're not. You're not the poor man. You are the expensive man. What the heck? Oh, will you die? You are the one running around dealing almost a 10,000 damage a hit. Probably enough to one-shot a zealot with some potions. You, money, buying a sword that isn't even maxed out, son. Because the maxed out version will cost you way more money. I mean, maxed out version's great. You should get it. I don't know why it goes for 1.5 mil. Only God knows. Okay. So here it is.